So we want to start sewing the neckline right now. So this is the shoulder seam line and this is my bias. So I chose any seam line of my choice right now. Okay, so I'm going to place right side to right side of my bias. So this is my bias tape, and this is my seam line. So I'll just cross it over this way. The first one, I'm going to fold it over this way. Okay, so I'll drop my presser foot on it. I'll drop my presser foot and I'm going to sew right now. I'm sewing at 0.5. So because I'm working with a stretchy fabric, as you are sewing this, please do not stretch the fabric. Just place your your bias tape, place it normally the way it should lay, just normally the way it should lay. So you will see a provision made on the bias tape on where you can sew in your bias tape. So if you look well, I have a provision and that is where I'm sewing. So I'll get to the seam line on the other part, open it up, I'll also keep opening it up and laying it exactly to lay on the same line. Okay, so like I said, don't stretch. If you stretch your fabric, at the end of the day, it leaves you with some folds you will not like. So just keep it the natural way it should be. So I'm sewing back to where I started, and at this point I started to sew. Remember, I folded in right here. So I'm going to drop this right on top of it like this. I'll just drop on top and sew inside. Okay, I'll sew in and back stitch. So that forms an overlaying for the bias. Okay, so this is what I mean right here. You can see what I mean right here. I folded in and placed this on top. So now on this point, that is where I'm going to turn. So turning it once again, I'm going to also fold in whatever I have inside that point. Okay, so you just fold in. Already we have the machine fold of the bias tape. So once I fold in, I drop my presser foot and I'll start sewing at the edge as if I'm top stitching. So while you are doing this, please try and do it neatly. You can see what I'm doing right here. I'm top stitching. I'm not stretching. I'm just top stitching. And I make sure I sew at the edge of my bias. So that is how to sew your bias. So I'm done sewing now, and I'll take off my starting threads. So this is what the bias look like now. Can you see? So the neckline is neat, as you can see. So I'll just give it a little press. So this is the part I told you we started from. Okay, and if you look at the front piece also, is also neat. So I'll just go ahead and give it a good press, and we are done with this project.